Yeah, we're going to get into our ranking of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, just the movies. We're not doing any of the Disney Plus stuff. How it's going to go is me and Hyder are just going to take turns. You can go 32 all the way to 1, and then I'll just do my list right after.
Oh, we're not doing the switch off thing that we did last time?
Yeah, just go straight, because that's going to take forever.
Yeah, I'll just give like a small, like a line for everything.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. We start with at 32 for me. Remember, these are going to be kind of different because we have different tastes and the different like things that go into them.
Oh yes, that's another thing. These are just our opinions on it. It's like our favorites, really. Some movies, for me at least, my list is going to be objectively better, technically and stuff. But there are movies here that I just absolutely love more than the other ones. So,
all right.
Anyway,
let me start off with, in my opinion, the worst Marvel movie, Thor: The Dark World. Extra ass. It was just trash all around. I'm going to use the same thing I said for the original Thor. Oh, look, it's Loki. That's all I really care about. Black Widow, technically just a really bad...
32.
31.
Yeah, okay, now 31.
Yeah, Black Widow, technically just really bad.
Uh-huh.
I didn't really see a point for the movie. It was just them giving Scarlett Johansson a movie in my eyes.
Green screen was really bad.
Yeah, the green screen was really bad. I know they didn't have a lot to work with because it was in the middle of quarantine that they made it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just really bad. I didn't see a point.
Yeah.
Taskmaster was a bad person to use.
For the main villain, yeah.
Main villain, yeah. It wasn't really the main villain. She wasn't really the main villain either. At 30, Thor: Love and Thunder.
Okay. You watched it, right?
Yeah, I just recently watched it. It was just really, really bad. Just CGI. It just didn't feel like their hearts were in it, or they took their success for Ragnarok and just kind of wrote it out. And then Ant-Man Quantumania at 29. Again, just really bad. Minus King. Not that very good of a movie. Again, at 28, Thor. I'm going to say the same thing I said. Oh, look, it's Loki.
Thor 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. Oh, look, it's Loki.
Okay. Anthony
Hopkins as Odin was cool to see, though. Because why the fuck is it Anthony Hopkins?
Yeah.
And then at... What is this for? 28? I was just at? I lost track already. 27.
God damn it. See, this is why I said say it.
Yeah, 27. Just forgettable. It was Ant-Man and the Wasp. 26. Eternals. So fucking slow.
All right, hold on. Slow it down a little bit.
Yes. Okay, I'll slow down. But yeah, Eternals was just really slow. That was 26. Everything after Eternals, honestly, isn't a bad movie. It's just the way... now it's just in order of how much I liked them.
Mm-hmm.
At 25, the original Ant-Man.
All right, fuck the pictures. This guy's going way too fucking fast for me. Hold on. Go ahead.
Are you trying to put the pictures about?
Yes,
bro. At this whole time.
I'm trying to get the pictures.
All right, that was 25. Ant-Man. It was a good movie. It was okay to me. I'm gonna go down again. Just another okay movie. 24, Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And then followed up by another okay movie in my eyes. It was really boring to me. The first Doctor Strange.
Okay.
No, you're probably gonna disagree with that one. I think that was.
Chat, tell this man to slow down a little bit.
22. The Incredible Hulk. I just hate that this is the only canon Hulk thing that we really got.
Yeah. And it kind of it gets ignored.
It gets ignored. Also. It doesn't deserve to be ignored because it's not that bad of a movie.
No, it's not. I actually think it's very solid.
Yeah, it was in 2008.
Yeah.
So they dealt with what they had. It's a different actor.
Mm-hmm.
Which was it the fact they didn't like him or something?
No, he wanted more control over the character, and he also wanted writing credits, and he also asked for more money. And they were just like, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Edward Norton is not a great
person to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on some stuff,
they gave it to Mark Ruffalo, which is cool. He's good. I just wish that they did more stuff with the Hulk because he has some of the most source material to work with.
Mm-hmm.
The fact they don't use it is kind of sad.
Yeah.
At 21, the original Avengers movie.
Okay.
The first Avengers movie. It was really cool to see all the heroes on screen, but considering how early on it was, he just didn't have all the stuff that they could have worked with.
Mm-hmm.
And the big fight scene involving Loki and all the invasion of Earth was cool. They could have done. Had it gone later, they could have done some more stuff with it. Sorry, that was 21, right? 20, Captain America. It was good. I didn't really have that much negative stuff to say about it. It was cool seeing Captain America's backstory was nice. It was just set in an older time, so again, not that much access to other stuff.
Right.
Again, yeah, Captain America. I think I put this in the wrong order. Captain America and the Winter Soldier at 19. I just didn't gel with it as much as I like the other projects. It was good. It was cool seeing Bucky Barnes. The film was really good. Obviously, Bucky Barnes in this movie was really good. The fight scenes between him and Captain America, because they're both super soldiers, like almost on par with each other. You don't really see that with Captain America a lot. At 18, Iron Man 2. Not bad at all. Just a horrible choice for a villain. That's all. Like the only negative thing I had about it was just I forgot what his name was. Whiplash.
Yeah, I recently rewatched Iron Man 2, and it actually isn't that bad. It's literally just Whiplash and also, I think, what's his name? Justin...
Hammer?
Yeah, Justin Hammer. He's a little over the top. Other than that, yeah. It's not that bad.
So just their choice of villain in that movie wasn't good. I keep losing track of my fucking numbers.
Yeah.
Whatever. Next up, Avengers: Age of Ultron. It was pretty cool. I liked it. They definitely missed on some stuff though. Like
the dialogue in that movie is not strong.
Wasn't very good. Fuck Quicksilver.
Yeah.
That was just a bad decision in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know if Aaron Taylor Johnson wanted out or something. I doubt it. But
I don't know.
The fact that they just shot a speedster was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Next up, Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. It could have been like a lot better than it was, but I actually didn't have as big an issue as a lot of people did have with it. It was cool seeing them do all the multiversal stuff, especially with the I think it was dreamwalking is what they called it. And then when they got shot through all the universes, that's one of my favorite shots in any like Marvel movie.
Yeah.
After that, Spider-Man: Homecoming. It's just the first MCU Spidey movie. So, then Spider-Man: Far From Home. Cinematography for that movie, some of the best in any of the Marvel movies. Especially the scene where Mysterio like turns into a bunch of different ones.
That's interesting that you put Far From Home over Homecoming. I thought it would be other way around for you.
Far From Home more.
Yeah.
I also like the kind of look like noir Spider-Man, the suit that he had.
Yeah, Spider Monkey.
Yeah, that was
our Night Monkey.
That's what it's called.
That's what they call it. It's really stupid.
After that, I like Shang-Chi. Choreography for that movie is the best that I think they have in any Marvel movie when it comes to fighting, besides one. But it was really good. It just isn't that high up because of the big fucking dragon at the end.
I like the big dragon.
You like that fight?
Yeah.
It was a good fight. It was just the best.
It was just dark. That's all I'll say.
I don't know if I mentioned, but the dad from Kung Fu Hustle is in Shang-Chi.
Is it?
Yeah, he's the dude. He's the first person you see when they enter fucking Spirit Place.
Oh, okay.
After that, the original, or actually Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Good movie. Great villain. It just didn't outdo the original, which I thought it would do, especially with like coming off the death of Chadwick Boseman. I thought it would do a lot better than it did.
I'm gonna talk about it more, but when I first reviewed it, I was like very, very high on it, and then after like sitting on it a little bit, yeah, I can see why some people don't put it over the original Black Panther.
All right, and then the original Iron Man.
Okay.
It's just the start of everything. It was great. Robert Downey Jr. excelled in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get really high up on like all the movies now.
Yeah. Go ahead and count real quick. How many, like your little total or whatever.
All right, hold up.
What is BNF, baby, man?
I'm looking at that.
What is BMF? BNF. For BNF. What is that? What the fuck is that, Lion Studios? Let us know, please. God damn it. God damn it, Bobby.
Oh shit! All right, this is Iron Man was the 9th.
Okay,
so
number 8.
Black Panther's 10. Iron Man at 9. Number 8 is Thor Ragnarok. I think that's the most fun I've had with any MCU movie. Most movies in general.
I will agree somewhat with that statement. Yeah.
Specifically, obviously, the most obvious shot it's overused is the bridge, playing the immigrant song, and he like comes flying in with lightning. That's the most overused shot. Every time you see people mention Ragnarok, they do that. My favorite shot is when it's what's his name? The guy with the guns.
Oh, Scourge.
Scourge drops down from the plane.
Mm-hmm.
After that, and he looks up, and it's just a crowd of like.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good villain.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say. What's her name? Hela. Yeah.
Yeah. The whole relation, the fact that Odin dies in that movie.
Yeah.
All of that stuff that Loki and Thor are making up.
Yeah.
Obviously, fucking Hulk's in it, and you get to see his World War Hulk outfit, which was very comic accurate. I don't know if you put that in there. After that, original Guardians of the Galaxy.
7, right?
Yeah, 7.
Okay, number 7.
Original Guardians of the Galaxy. It was just a great start to one of the best trilogy in all of Marvel.
I have a feeling we're gonna go Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy with this. No. Okay.
Iron Man 3 is at 6.
Okay.
Something about that movie just sticks with me. I don't know how to explain it.
It is a story about like PTSD kind of Iron Man, you know?
What the fuck are you trying to say?
What?
I said something that sticks with me. You go, PTSD is the next step. I don't have PTSD.
I didn't say.
Hey, man.
Because Tony Stark in the comics is a very PTSD kind of guy.
Yeah, he has the whole from the first Iron Man.
Hey, buddy. Look, we're doing really good on the stream right now.
I hate you.
Maybe let's not try to get canceled today. Okay.
Why are you saying hi, guys, in the chat?
Okay. Don't fucking worry about it. All right, go ahead. Anything on Iron Man 3?
No, it just sticks with me. It's my favorite Iron Man suit.
He has a lot of suits. I don't even remember.
It's the last one he uses. I think it's.
Oh, that helps.
I'm just trying to explain it, but I can't. It's the one that shoots onto his hand.
Yeah. Okay. That's the thing about the Iron Man trilogy. Iron Man in the Avengers movies, he kind of uses a lot of nanotech, and I don't really like that. The practical suits and like the more like create like the briefcase one in Iron Man 2,
where he drops it and he steps into it.
Yeah,
that one's cool too.
Yeah. Okay.
The suit in Spider-Man where he steps out of it.
Yeah.
That one's really nice too. He got paid a lot for that.
All right, number 5. We're getting into the top 5 of Hyder's
Captain
MCU
America.
List. Damn, bro.
Civil War. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Sorry. I'm excited about that one.
Okay.
That's just an all-around great movie. It has one of the best fight scenes in all of Marvel. The scene where he's fighting, or Iron Man's fighting
Iron Man and Bucky.
And Bucky, and
that's a great fucking scene.
That scene's cool, especially with the shield and fucking arm. You get your first interaction with a bunch of superheroes in that movie.
Yes. Spider-Man's original, what do you call it, in the MCU?
Yeah,
appearance.
Origin in the MCU. You get, Black Panther came out the same way in that type of movie. So it was cool to see that shit. Especially with like the fact that he's not doing any of that stuff because he's evil.
Yeah.
Nobody is wrong in their eyes.
Yeah, no. And that's literally the theme of Civil War. You know? So.
And then it splits up everything that happens towards Infinity War and Endgame.
All right, number 4.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Okay.
I think that's the one that people are going to disagree with the most for me. It's just, honestly, I put that up there because nostalgia.
It's all the experience, right?
Yeah.
Like, just that theater experience was one of the top, like, moments of my fucking life.
Yes.
And I've had a kid, and, like, I feel... No, I'm not going to say that. Never mind, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
All right.
I'm kidding.
It's top 2, but not 2.
It's top 2 moments of my life, but not 2. Go ahead. Yeah,
I think
Spider-Man No Way Home.
I mentioned choreography for Shang-Chi. The fight with Willem Dafoe and Tom Holland inside the building where he, like, picks him up and slams him into the ground.
Yeah.
First of all, Willem Dafoe...
Hyder's a wrestler, by the way, guys. So, he wrestled in high school, and he fucking loves that shit.
Yeah, that shit was cool.
Yeah.
He double legs him into the fucking ground and goes through, like, multiple roofs. I think Willem Dafoe is the best Marvel villain we've seen.
In the MCU or just ever?
I think the MCU. I'm sorry. I know we have fucking King and we have Thanos and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely put Thanos over
I know, but
everybody.
It's just a personal thing. I think he did the best out of any best performance. Sorry, not the best villain. Best performance I've seen out of a villain.
I still think Thanos.
It was just pure evil. That's why there was no like story behind it.
Yeah,
he just wanted to fuck shit up, and he did.
Yeah,
the split personality.
Well, it's hard to beat Willem Dafoe as an actor when he's playing a split personality, like you said. So yeah.
All right, and then we officially reached the top 5. By the way, that was 6.
What?
I think that was 6. Yeah,
that was 4. I just said number 4.
I don't know how you got 4. I was at 7 with Civil War.
What the?
Yeah, we're at 6, bud.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're top 5. All right, Avengers Endgame. It was.
This is what number is this? Because I'm 5.
Yes.
Number 5. Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame.
You told me to slow down, man. I was going fast.
Yeah, I know.
All right. I put it up there for obvious reasons. It's the end of the Infinity Saga. It's great. You get all the scenes, especially with like Captain America lifting the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
You get that whole fight scene where with Thor and Fat Thor and Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
You get one of the best quotes in any movie ever. You come back to me. I use the meme a lot. That leads you back to me. That scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Snap again.
Right.
And then in fourth place, Infinity War.
Thank you for putting. I just want to say thank you for putting Infinity War over Endgame.
Oh, it's just so much better.
I appreciate that.
The gap between 4 and 5 is actually big to me.
Okay.
And that's where I'm gonna get hate for the fact that I put these movies above Infinity War.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I put 2 Guardians movies and Black Panther above Infinity War.
Wow.
All right. And number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's just a great movie in my opinion. I like the soundtrack a lot. There's a bunch of iconic moments in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
You get introduced to a bunch of characters. It's also, was it that the final one before Endgame?
Wait, what?
That was the last one before Endgame, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, Guardians movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the last taste you get of like things, and then it just Endgame ruined a bunch of stuff for the third movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it set up like a bunch of wrong storylines.
Yeah.
All right, at number 2, Black Panther. I love the movie. It's good. All the cultural stuff. Andy Serkis is in it. I don't know if I ever told you Andy Serkis is my favorite actor.
Literally like 20 minutes ago. Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry I forgot to mention it. I gotta say it again. Andy Serkis is my favorite actor.
Yes.
I think
That's your favorite actor was Hiroyuki Sanada.
oh shit, my bad. My favorite voice actor is Andy Serkis. He voices Caesar and Smeagol in Lord of the Rings.
I mean, yeah, I'd call it an actor.
Yeah, motion capture.
Yeah.
He's still voicing them. I have a personal connection with that movie. It's really good. It was actually the Marvel movie that came out before I got hired at the theater.
Oh, okay.
It was the last
So
one
you
they
just
had.
missed it?
I just missed it, and I kept hearing about how, it was so busy here. Everyone watched it. I watched it there on the opening night.
Sorry.
I was probably one of the people that pissed them off or something.
Yeah.
I also got lost on my way to the theater. That was the first time I watched a movie there.
You're the people that we make fun of when they're like, how the fuck do you get lost? I
couldn't
literally
find
told you
Theater
Theater
5.
10. Like, what the fuck? Anyway.
I watched it in Theater 5. I didn't know the Titan Theater existed.
Okay. Your number 1 spot then.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
You're gonna need to explain this one a little bit. I mean, I don't care, but you're gonna need to explain it for the audience.
You're gonna be in this explanation actually.
Okay.
I think it's near perfection for a Marvel movie. I don't think any Marvel movie is perfect, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It's near perfection though.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it a 9.5, which is like a really high grade in my opinion. We've only 10 so many movies. Have we 10 any Marvel movie? No.
I mean, no
we
MCU
haven't.
movie.
Yeah, no MCU movie. Marvel was it Across the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's the closest to perfection you can get for a movie. The soundtrack is great. Even songs I questioned originally, I look back at it, I'm like, that was a good ass choice for a song.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? No Sleep Till Brooklyn, I think was the song I was talking about.
Yeah. With the one shot hallway fight scene. Yeah.
You get you get all the acting in it was great.
Mm-hmm.
I like the villain choice a lot. That backstory was sad, and David, Chris kept saying that one line to me and told me that look out for the line. And then right when you came into the theater, that line happened, and I looked at your face and I was like, no way you fucking did this shit to me.
I was so fucking happy when I saw that, like, reactions. Yeah. It was probably the saddest line, I think.
It's the closest I've gotten to crying at an MCU movie.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like if I wasn't there, if I didn't pull up on you, yeah.
Yeah, that was another thing. It's one of the only movies that we've reviewed that I didn't have to watch alone.
Yeah. That's true.
Most movies I review, I have to watch alone. So that was cool. I didn't get just my reaction. I could see Noah reacting to the movie at the same time.
John Wick was one of those experiences too that I fucking loved.
I said every time in John Wick, and that's why I attend the movie. I like most of my movie going experiences. I like reacting with people, especially since I talk to people during movies. Mm-hmm. So watching the movies alone, I feel like it takes away from my movie experience.
Yeah.
The song at the end, I still play it. Dog Days Are Over.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in that movie just stuck with me. I think it's gonna have the best. It's gonna stay like one of the best movies. It's the end to like their best trilogy.
Yeah. Easily, I think for me, their best trilogy.
Yeah.
And then I would say Captain America's right behind it.
Yeah.
Only because I don't really love Winter Soldier like everybody else.
Oh, I
But
don't like the
against that.
original.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the original it's just I don't have that connection with it.
hmm
Winter Soldier is pretty good, but Civil War easily takes them. That's the difference between those movies is 1, 2, and 3 for Guardians of the Galaxy. They just build off of each other
Yeah.
so well.
Yeah.
And then I can't pronounce his name, but the villain, fuck, I already forgot his name.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, but he just such a great performance. And then that scene when you find out what Rocket did to his face and his face peels off,
hmm
and then there's so much shit that they just let James Gunn get away with. The
Yeah.
fact that they killed somebody, they killed multiple people in this movie, but one of the dude that they stabbed in the head and dragged
hmm
down, they used him as a landing pad,
Yeah.
and they drowned him in the water. And
So I'm confused. If this is your first movie, then where'd you put Batman?
fuck. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? My bad.
Jack, right?
Jack. I'm Jack. I forgot. It's at 0.5.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Which Batman do you think he's talking about?
The Batman, maybe?
He just said Batman.
Yeah, I feel like maybe if he was talking about Dark Knight, then he would. Yo, is that your fucking foot?
Oh, dude, stop playing footsies with me.
Yo, chill out, dog.
All right.
Hold
Anyways,
up.
I think Guardians of the Galaxy is the best Marvel movie. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is the best Marvel movie, and I will fight any of you on it.
Okay.
It deserves everything, and I think it is going to win at least one award.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with that because I actually really enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That being said, number 32 on my no, I'm just kidding. That would fucking
That would-
suck, huh?
I know you're not going to say it. It's got to be your
Nah.
top 5.
Yeah. We'll see. Okay, guys. Let's judge Hyder in the comments. Yeah? Judge Hyder. Anyway, Let's- huh?
Only God can judge me.
let's get to my list here. It's a little bit different from yours, so bear with me. At number 32 of my ranking for the MCU movies, I got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I really was disappointed with this movie. I remember being so hyped. The trailers were so great, and then I got into it, and it's really a movie about nothing other than Kang, really. If you took Ant-Man and the Wasp out of this title, literally you could have just called it Kang, and it would work better, honestly. This being like an Ant-Man movie, also introducing the next big bad of your entire multiverse saga, just a weird move. Like, what is the connection? Obviously, we had the connection with what's her name, Michelle Pfeiffer's character, the mom, basically, Wasp's mom. Other than that, there's not really much character. I thought the daughter, the Cassie Lang, she was kind of annoying, and her performance was fine, but the writing was the main thing. And we were talking a little bit about this earlier with his name is Jeff Loveness, who was gonna write Avengers Kang Dynasty, but he's not because of this movie. And I am very happy about that because the dialogue in Quantumania was just not that great. The whole Darren Cross thing, I'm not a dick, and he's just a fucking floating egg. Yeah. I did like MODOK though. MODOK was
good.
funny, and Kang was good in this movie too. But yeah, at number 32, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Moving on, number 31, I got Black Widow. Black Widow, not a terrible movie by any means. I mean, the jump from Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania to Black Widow is, you can definitely see the quality. However, the CGI, we talked a little bit about it also. The CGI in certain places is just bad. I thought Taskmaster, like you, was a wasted kind of wasted potential. Maybe they can turn it around when they do Thunderbolts because she's coming back. It was also very weird to release a Black Widow movie after the fact that she died in Avengers Endgame. Very weird to me. It was literally just a stepping stone to Yelena being introduced, and I feel like you could have just introduced Yelena and David Harbour's Red Guardian character in a different way than that.
They could have just used the show that she was in.
Yeah, you could easily literally just that. You didn't have to make a whole movie about it. And I feel like they were only doing it just because they didn't get the chance to actually make a Black Widow solo movie years before, and it was just too late. I don't think the interest was there. I have only watched this movie once, and I don't think I'll ever watch it again. I don't think there's no re-watchability here. So yeah, that was number 31. At number 30, Thor: The Dark World. I'm not going to lie, I haven't watched this in a very long time, so keep that in mind. If I watch it tomorrow and I think it's a perfect movie, I'll let you guys know, but I don't think that's going to happen. Thor: The Dark World, I just don't remember a lot of it. And also, a lot of people say that it's one of the worst Marvel movies. again, Marvel does have a really good track record of making good, decent movies, but I can also see why Thor: The Dark World would be at the bottom. So yeah, that's number 30. Moving into number 29, I got Captain Marvel. I did not like Captain Marvel that much. Did you remember to put Captain Marvel in there? Where'd you put Captain Marvel?
Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have your notes open right now.
Captain Marvel. I didn't like Captain Marvel, and it has nothing to do with Brie Larson. I actually love Brie Larson as an actress. She's really good in the role. It's just something about the movie, man. I don't know. Maybe I was going through a hard fucking time. Endgame is the worst. Lion Studios. Wow, that's crazy. What was I saying? Yeah, I was going through a pretty hard time when I watched Captain Marvel, so maybe that has something to do with it. However, I tried it again, and I still didn't really like it that much. I feel like it was just like no story, and I didn't really care about Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers as a character. So yeah, it was just that. That was it.
What you had there? You had it at 30?
29.
I had 24, so not that far
Yeah.
off. But to me, all I put was it was an okay movie.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not like good, not bad.
Yeah, I don't think so either. All right. Moving into number 28, I got Ant-Man and the Wasp. This was also one of those kind of forgettable movies. I feel like it just felt a little out of place. This was right after, or right before Infinity War came out. So it was the precursor to Infinity War. To me, it was funny. I like Paul Rudd. I like, the direction that it was going. And I don't know, man. It was just kind of a boring plot. I didn't really like Ghost that much. The protagonist, didn't really like her. It could have been better. That's all I'll say. That's it for now. Lion Studios in the chat also says best DC movie under Blindside was Emmett Till. What? Okay. Yeah. So 28 is Ant-Man and the Wasp. Coming in at 27, I've got Iron Man 2. Again, I talked a little bit about it with Hyder when he was doing his list. Iron Man 2, not a bad movie. It's actually kind of solid. The only thing that kind of makes it a little off the rails for me is the dialogue and what's his name? Whiplash and Justin Hammer. I think those three things, whatever. And also, they had a really good opportunity to do the Demon in the Bottle storyline as Tony Stark is like struggling with alcohol addiction, but they didn't go all the way. They kind of talk about it a little bit, but they didn't go all the way with that. Still, Iron Man 2, very solid movie. That is my number 28.
I feel like they missed an opportunity to use Mandarin.
Also that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Coming in at number 27, Thor, Love and Thunder. This is not that bad of a movie in my opinion. I actually kind of enjoyed it, but I do understand why it's very, very, very hated. It's just the script. I feel like if the script was better and Taika Waititi, who directed one of the better MCU movies in Thor Ragnarok, if he just reeled back the humor a little bit, I feel like it would have been a really good movie. I like the story with Jane and her battle with cancer and the love story between her and Thor. I love what they did with the daughter character. They fucked up on Gore. I didn't like how they handled Gore's storyline. They kind of just brushed past it. You got Christian Bale, and you really didn't do anything with his character. So that is my number 27 spot, Thor: Love and Thunder. And coming in at 26, I've got the original Thor. Good movie, solid movie. Not the best, in my opinion. Thor honestly just isn't one of my favorite characters. He's I feel like he's a little too strong, and that's why I kind of liked Thor Ragnarok and Thor Love and Thunder and what they did with him in Thor Avengers Endgame, because they take him back a little bit and like kind of show a human side of him, even though he's not human. But 26, Thor, really good movie. Not really good, I won't say that. Good movie, solid. It's one of the earlier ones, and Natalie Portman. Yeah. Coming in at number 25, we're going into the top 25, guys. 25, I got The Incredible Hulk. Same thing as you. It's kind of wasted potential. I liked Edward Norton a lot as Bruce Banner, as Hulk. He's a really good actor, and I actually can kind of see him, being with the Avengers, better than Mark Ruffalo. That being said, Mark Ruffalo is still really good. This one, a nice rewatch. you don't really need to watch it. Like, it's almost as if the movie doesn't even exist. And yeah. So at 25, The Incredible Hulk.
I have the 23.
Yeah. So coming in at number 24, got Iron Man 3. And I'll say Iron Man 3. I when I first watched it, I loved the movie. And upon rewatch, I watched it maybe like 3 years ago. That's the last time I watched it. I feel like it loses me towards the end because they set it up as, hey, the Mandarin is, the big bad of the Iron Man trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do a bait and switch, and it's actually not him. It's the guy who does the fucking, what's the Extremis, the Extremis program. He creates Extremis. Yeah. So it's really him. And I thought in that movie he wasn't well set up as a villain. And I feel like if you would have just went straight in with the Mandarin, cool. But
yeah, I watched this show a lot. That was like one of the first Marvel things I ever did. Was watch the Iron Man show from the 90s.
Yeah. Put a little closer.
Oh yeah, the Mandarin is it's just like it's like fucking Green Goblin and Spider-Man.
Yeah, so apparently he's like a quintessential Iron Man villain.
Yeah, no, he fights him all the time. It was like, it's the people who supplied the terrorists with weapons.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
okay.
the Mandarin group.
And the 10 rings, yeah.
And the 10 rings, all that stuff. It's all the Mandarin. So the fact that they didn't really use him pisses me off so much.
They do, however, end up retconning that, and we'll talk a little bit about that soon. But yeah, number 24, Iron Man 3. Moving into number 23 is actually going to be Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, it's not a bad movie. I just think the dialogue kind of went everywhere, and it was just very like not great humor. There's like a hide the cucumber joke or whatever, hiding the eggplant joke. There's a lot of sex jokes, and I think it's Mark Ruffalo who like lands on Black Widow and like has his face in her chest. It's just like kind of distasteful sometimes, but the core values of like setting up Captain America and Iron Man's rivalry, that is, you good?
Yeah.
You got time? Else? Okay, like 10 minutes.
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do something else.
Okay. Yeah, it sets up the core rivalry that ends up being explored in Captain America: Civil War, and it just takes off from there into Infinity War and into Endgame, and it just closes out their stories like very, very nicely. So I think Age of Ultron is a good movie, just a lot of problems in my opinion. Yes, what was that? Number 20. What was that? 22. Right?
I don't know, man.
I mean, I was doing pretty good keeping track. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to go 22. Coming in at number 21, Spider-Man Far From Home. I can tell you what. The movie isn't bad. There's just some stuff, and Spider-Man is my favorite character in Marvel. There's just some stuff that I wish they didn't do. For example, giving Peter these glasses. I hated that plot device. It was really dumb in my opinion. But they kind of resolved it towards the end. Mysterio is a very good villain. I like the CGI in this movie. That whole sequence with Mysterio and him showing Peter different like outcomes and stuff, like basically fucking with his mind. That was a really cool sequence. And then the final battle where he's going up against the drones and stuff. Also the cliffhanger ending that led into Spider-Man No Way Home. That's one of the best post-credit scenes ever. It showed J.K. Simmons again as J. Jonah Jameson. So yeah, overall good movie. I think it's a bad Spider-Man movie, and I will say that until the day I die. However, it's still not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Where am I? Where is it? Where the fuck? Sorry, I lost it. Hold on. Chat, how we doing, guys? Anything new? No. Okay. Coming in at number 20, and this is kind of controversial because I was talking a lot of shit about this movie. Number 20, Eternals. I didn't like Eternals that much, but then kind of like sitting on it a little bit, I can see the good ideas.
She said.
Ooh, good one. I can see the good ideas there. Number 20, Eternals. It's not the best movie. I feel like Eternals is one of those things that they should have pushed into being a Disney Plus show. That's just me. You have 10 new characters that you have to introduce to the audience, and it's just not. It's not a good way to introduce 10 characters, maybe 11 characters, including Black Knight, into a new universe and in a 2.5-hour movie. The cinematography is good, but yeah, other than that, I feel like they had a huge opportunity here to make something cool, and it just didn't really work for me. So I put that at number 20. Number 19, Captain America and Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Good movie. I honestly don't remember a lot of it, so I'm just gonna put it at that. I do know that it is a good movie. I like the direction. I like the stuff between Captain America and like his government, not being able to trust them, and I like Scarlett Johansson in this. Number 18, the original Captain America. I actually like the original Captain America a lot more than most people. I love period piece movies, so like, you know, Forrest Gump, it gave me a really big Forrest Gump kind of vibe. Really like that one. His costume in that one is the best Captain America costume in my opinion, and it's a 1940s period piece basically. So that is my number 19. Number 18 is coming into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I love Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Sam Raimi directed one of my favorite comic book movies of all time, Spider-Man 2, and that's not in the MCU, that's different, but yeah, he comes back and his, you know, direction style is all over the place here. You can see like different transitions. You can see like the kind of campiness of being a superhero. It reminded me a lot of the Spider-Man trilogy, and that's what made me fall in love with Spider-Man in the first place. And he does a lot of that good stuff here. Again, the writer, Michael Waldron, is not that great of a writer, in my opinion. For this movie, at least, there's a lot of bad lines. I think that the Illuma-Wuddy line when he meets the Illuminati for the first time, that's stupid. But Scarlet Witch is also in this, and her going up against the entire Illuminati, that scene was fucking great. And it was also our first look at Fantastic Four. All right, guys, we're gonna keep going, but let us know down below what you guys think about the lists so far. We're gonna go into number 17, the original Doctor Strange. I'm surprised that you didn't really like Doctor Strange that much.
No,
or that you thought it was kind of boring.
See, I said that before, like listing a bunch of the movies. These are movies aren't bad at all.
Yeah, no.
It's just like
compared to everything else.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't keep track. I didn't like it. I have a weird thing against she plays the ancient one. Hello.
Yeah. Sorry.
The ancient one.
Mm-hmm. She's white and yeah.
No, I fucking can't stand that actress.
Oh, don't you just like want to like?
Michael. No, yeah. That's one of the biggest things for me was it's sort of like how you went into Captain Marvel with a bad like. Mm-hmm. As soon as I saw her in there, Tilda Swinton. That's her name. Swinton. Fuck, I don't like her.
Mm-hmm. Lion Studio says Doctor Strange was good on acid. Yeah, man, I don't do acid, but I like Doctor Strange a lot. I thought it was a good origin story, and at that time we were getting a lot of sequels in the MCU, so I thought it was refreshing, and I really liked how Scott Derrickson put a lot of like weird elements into it, and he really leaned into the weird stuff because Doctor Strange was, you know, a sorcerer. This was our first time like kind of looking at the multiverse a little bit with the little forehead tap, and he gets sent into all the different realities and stuff.
It did introduce one of my favorite characters though, Wong. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, man. Okay, so that's number 17, Doctor Strange, the original one. Coming in at number 16, I got Thor Ragnarok. Good movie. Taika Waititi's first Thor movie. Taika Waititi's only great Thor movie. And I'll say Thor Love and Thunder is just okay. But Thor Ragnarok, I love how they brought in Thor and Hulk and his relationship. And then also Loki has a lot to do there. And then that final battle. I mean, it's just a great, funny fucking movie in my opinion. So that is my number 16. We're going to move into the top 15. There's a lot of fucking MCU movies, guys. Moving into the top 15 now. Spider-Man Homecoming. I love Spider-Man Homecoming. I think I talked a little bit about it before on an episode. Ferris Bueller is one of my favorite movies. Like, there's a poster somewhere. Ferris Bueller is one of my favorite movies, and John Watts, the director, he really took inspiration
for the John Hughes kind of movies. So like Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller, 16 Candles, stuff like that. And he took a lot of inspiration from 80s movies, and this was just a coming of age story about Spider-Man, and it worked, and I really like that. The Vulture in that is fucking great. Michael Keaton in that, he's like, that's like my favorite performance of Michael Keaton, honestly.
Fuck, I forgot the name of the movie.
Mr. Mom.
No, it's the one movie about him being Batman.
Being Batman.
It's not directly him being
Oh,
Batman.
Birdman.
Birdman.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I still have to watch that.
It's a really fucking good movie.
But yeah, man, Michael Keaton's very good as the Vulture in this, and I love that little plot twist towards the end. And yeah, man, a lot of people were talking about how Spider-Man was like Iron Man in this, and they were complaining about it, but I feel like that plot twist kind of just changes that, and it's really a Spider-Man story towards the end. So yeah, number 14 is Spider-Man Homecoming. At number 13, I got Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I love the movie. Fight scenes, best fight scenes in any Marvel movie, hands down. I love the choreography. The bus scene, great. Some character work issues. I feel like the relationship between Shang-Chi and his dad wasn't as strong as they tried to make it. And that was just, I don't know. I love the wire work kind of, kung fu scenes with Michelle Yeoh and, the multi-dimensional stuff. They do this one scene where it's straight up just them fighting, but it's telling a story while they're fighting of how they fell in love.
Mom.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's so beautiful. And the music, the dun, da, 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 dum, da, 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 dum. That's a great score right there. We haven't talked a lot about music in this.
No.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I don't know if you pay attention to that scene, but the rings when they bounce off the trees, they're on beat.
Yeah. Overall, the sound in the movie is just great. All the effects and stuff.
They do suffer from the thing that a lot of superhero movies do, where they fight on like a deserted field.
Yeah. Also, the ending CGI battle, I can tell why, But
honestly,
for me, I just liked it just because I haven't seen a huge Dragon Ball thing.
Studio's spitting right now.
Oh, best Asian culture Marvel movie. Yeah, and it's like the only one kind of.
Black Widow was there.
Miss Marvel, she's technically Asian.
Black Widow.
Is that a
Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell.
Huh?
Scarlett Johansson is Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell. Yeah. Okay. What was that? 13? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Moving on. Number 13 was Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Number 12, Ant-Man, the original. Edgar Wright is probably one of my favorite directors, and originally he was supposed to direct the first Ant-Man, and you can kind of tell it's that same kind of pace and same kind of direction. They kind of just the reason why he left is because he didn't want to add any other Marvel characters, and instead in the final movie the Falcon shows up, and I feel like if you just took that out and you just made that fucking Edgar Wright heist Ant-Man movie, oh my fucking god. But this movie, directed by Peyton Reed, still very good in my opinion. Good enough to be number 12 on the list. Black Panther Wakanda Forever comes in at number 11. To me, I liked Black Panther Wakanda Forever for a couple reasons. Number one, it was a huge tone shift. It came right after Thor Love and Thunder, which was incredibly silly, and then we got back to the serious stuff. It addresses a lot of the MCU questions, like who's the next Black Panther, and then Namor coming back in. Finally he makes his appearance. Tenoch Huerta, excellent villain. Angela Bassett should have won that supporting actress Oscar. So really, really good movie. I used to think it was above the original Black Panther, but then I rewatched Black Panther and it was just great. It was just too good. So that's going to be up higher on the list. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Moving into the top 10 MCU movies of all time.
Good lord, this chair's uncomfortable, man.
Yeah, I can see it. We'll get you a new chair once we get a sponsor.
Was the Woman King Marvel?
That's basically... Yeah, that was. We forgot to put it on there. Dude, Lion Studios, you're on a fucking roll today, buddy. Good for you, man.
Lion Studios?
I don't know. I have no fucking clue. But welcome. Coming in at number 10, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I really love this movie, and it used to be my favorite Guardians movie, However, that has changed. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, amazing soundtrack, amazing character work that they do for all of the characters. That ending with Yondu and the funeral, I play that all the time. I literally play that to make me cry. Like, when you ever like feel like, oh damn, I think just I need to cry. You don't feel like that? Fucking pussy. Yeah, so number 10. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, there's not much to say other than I just love the movie so much. The Mr. Blue Sky opening, Brandy is stuck in my head 24/7. What fucking else? You got Father and Son has become one of my favorite songs of all time. Literally, James Gunn has curated my entire playlist, and I am not mad at it. So number 10, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. At number 9, I got Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy, I rewatched it earlier, and it's a fucking great movie. It's like damn near perfect. And how you said Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is like damn near perfect, that's how I feel with Guardians of the Galaxy. The one downside for me is Ronan is not that great of a villain. He's just like an evil bad boy, and I didn't really like that. But the chemistry between everybody on the Guardians is just off the charts, and I love this fucking movie so much, and I just love the Guardians. James Gunn did a really good job with everything. Also, the CGI in that, very, very, very good for 2014. It's like some of the best visual effects in the MCU. So number 8, Guardians of the Galaxy, coming in at
It's Chris Taft.
Oh, it's fucking so stupid, bro. Oh god, I'm just gonna be thinking about that fucking face now every time I read that. Okay, cool. Hi Chris, how you doing? All right, coming in at number 7, I got Black Panther. I'm surprised you didn't touch a little bit on Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger.
Oh, I fucking forgot to mention I got destroyed by Andy Serkis.
Because Killmonger in that is one of the better Marvel villains in my opinion, MCU villains. Excuse me while I burp. Go ahead and talk real quick.
This is your king.
That little reveal where it's like he has like the dots on his arms for
Little cuts.
everybody,
Yeah.
everybody that he's killed, and he takes his shirt off and there's just a bunch more.
Yeah.
This is one of those instances where the villain
Was there more?
there's just it's an
Studied.
instance where like the villain could be right here, morally correct.
He was.
Yeah. And I think that the only thing that weighs this movie down for me, in my opinion, is that final scene where it's just Black Panther versus Black Panther.
And it's really bad.
And it's
CGI.
really bad CGI, yeah.
Uh,
But that entire movie is just paced so well. It's written so well. And I absolutely adore the first Black Panther.
Yeah, I also love the director.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler is so good.
Mhm.
I watched, obviously the Creed franchise. He did great with that character.
Fruitvale Station.
Yeah, but then I watched Fruitvale Station. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, bro, this is good. So yeah, Ryan Coogler, great director. Black Panther, number 7 on my list. Coming at number 6, I got Guardians of the Galaxy 3. One of my top 3. One of my top 3. Skip, sit down. One of my top 3 movies of. Was it my top 3? I don't remember.
6. Top 3 movies of
Of
it
the
was.
year?
You
It
put
was
that
it?
number 1, didn't you?
I don't know. I don't remember. Remember, because I left it off the top 5 of the year, and I forgot about it. So
Yeah, one of your top movies of the year.
watch this movie 7 fucking times in the theater.
I
Okay.
watched it. I think 2
Yeah.
times.
And it's just one of those instances again where it's just the perfect ending, perfect character development. I love that one line with Drax where it's like, or with Nebula where she goes, "You weren't meant to be a destroyer, you were meant to be a dad," and I was just like, I started fucking crying. It's crazy because he said it to the Filipino guy too.
Michael B. Jordan in Southpaw would have made it 1,000 times better, or 100 times better.
So fucking stupid.
I actually like Southpaw a lot.
Southpaw's
too.
really good. Antoine Fuqua directed that. Oh, it's so good.
It's the picture I took with the.
Oh,
when I
next
got
week.
hired.
Next week comes out with Equalizer.
Equalizer 3.
Yeah,
Yep.
boy, that's gonna be
Antoine
good.
Fuqua.
Yeah, man. So Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I've talked about it a lot. If you guys want to watch our review on that, it's probably down below in the on our channel. So go ahead and check that out. But Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, very good soundtrack, perfect. One of the darker movies, and then fuck, I still don't know the name. But the guy who plays High Evolutionary, Chakudi Iwuji. There we go.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So very good. Going into the top 5 now.
It's getting questionable now.
Yeah, it's getting questionable. I fucked up. Going into number 6, just
Oh.
replace that.
So you had Guardians of the Galaxy 3 at 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
number 6, Spider-Man: No Way Home. One of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. I was going through a lot during that time, and I just needed that movie so bad. And there were rumors that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were going to show up. I didn't want to expect anything because if they didn't show up, I would have fucking cried, and I would have. It was just the perfect opportunity to get them in there. I will always remember that fucking like sigh of relief when Andrew Garfield walks through that portal. You have everybody. I was thinking of Pirtle as in like the Wordle game.
Yeah.
The NBA player.
Pirtle. Yeah. Did you watch the video of the guy that does a backflip when he walks in? The guy in the front of the crowd.
Oh yeah.
He just does a backflip.
Yeah. That's kind of how it felt, man. Just seeing them, because it was like a dream come true. I grew up with these movies and just seeing them now, and I was with my little brother who, at the time didn't watch a lot of the Spider-Man movies, but he knew who they were. So it was just a special moment, and that will never be replaced. Top 2 moments in my life, and it's not 2. But yeah, so that is number 6, Spider-Man: No Way Home. We're getting into the top 5 now. There's going to be a lot of the same franchise in this, so bear with me. Number 5, The Avengers. Great fucking movie. It's one of the better directed, better written movies. Like I said, Avengers Age of Ultron, it was bad writing, in my opinion. Joss Whedon did better on this one. Snarky fucking dialogue for everybody. Everybody who made a snarky comment to one hero, they had one right back. Like, nobody was better than anybody in this. Hawkeye's kind of not the best in there, but everybody had good chemistry. What I think of Guardians of the Galaxy with that cast and their chemistry, the Avengers had it back in 2012, and they carried that all the way until Endgame. So that's number 5, the original Avengers movie. Number 4, Iron Man. I love Iron Man. I love Robert Downey Jr. in this. I love Jon Favreau so much. He's probably my favorite director right now.
Chef.
Yeah, Chef is like a perfection fucking movie. Perfect movie. What the fuck did I just say? Perfection fucking movie. Iron Man, though, at number 4, it holds up still to this day. It's the very first MCU movie. It started everything. Robert Downey Jr. Might be his second best performance now, but who knows, man. It was his renaissance, kind of.
I call it his third.
His third? What do you think, Chaplin?
No. So
the
for
Judge?
sure, Oppenheimer. Tropic Thunder.
He's really good at that, actually, though. He's like his comedic timing, yeah. But yeah, number 4, Iron Man. There's not much else I can say. Practical suits.
The Due Date.
Due Date was fucking hilarious. I love Robert Downey Jr. as a comedic actor, man. He's really good, but also serious because Oppenheimer. No, I didn't see that. Yeah, shit. Number 4, Iron Man. Going into the top 3, it's kind of obvious now what's in my top 3, but we're just gonna get right into it. Captain America: Civil War at number 3. Again, it's just a great movie where it balances all the characters, and you have a lot of characters. It's basically an Avengers. High public coke. His public coke addict is number 1 for Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, I guess.
He recovered.
He did. We don't talk about that. It's a dark time in his life. Anyway,
so was Tropic Thunder.
That would. That was a great joke. That was a great joke. Hyder being funny, guys. We're gonna make a compilation of it.
It's gonna be so slow.
That's
so short.
Okay, so number 3, yeah, Captain America: Civil War. Again, everybody was balanced very well, and it was still kind of like an Avengers 2.5, but it was still a Captain America movie because it was about Steve Rogers, it was about his conflict with Tony Stark, and it was about his conflict with Bucky Barnes, and how those three... In that movie, Tony Stark is the fucking antagonist, and it works beautifully. So I love that movie. So fucking funny. What was I saying? Civil War. Yeah, so Civil War, Black Panther, and Spider-Man got introduced in there into the MCU, and those were just perfect introductions. I love it. Top 3. So coming at number 2, Endgame. Avengers Endgame. Yeah. It was a great experience. However, I think there's one movie that's like quintessentially the best Marvel movie. But Endgame, you had the portal scene, you had storylines getting finished finally. Like there's a finality in this movie that feels like it's the end. And it's called Endgame for a reason. It finished off the Infinity Saga. I love the ending with Iron Man. I love what they did with Steve Rogers, and he finally gets his dance with Peggy. That was great. All the little callbacks to all of the other, 32 or however many MCU movies there were before this came out. So good. Great experience, and I watched that probably like 6 or 7 times in the theater also. To this day, I still watch audience reactions for the movie, just to hear everybody scream when shit comes, I don't know what I was gonna say. Shit comes on the screen, I guess. But yeah, Avengers Endgame, number 2, and obviously number 1, I think the greatest Marvel Cinematic Universe movie of all time, Avengers Endgame. It's perfect. I think it's one of the best, the best. And all characters were balanced again, like I said. In Captain America Civil War, it's so much better in Avengers Endgame, and there's more characters to it. Also, Thanos, he makes the movie. This is basically a Thanos movie versus the Avengers, and I love the fact that he wins in the end. Not the cinematography, the CGI is some of the best visual effects ever, minus maybe like a Hulk head. But other than that, man, it is probably my favorite what are we talking about?
Marvel.
MCU. Yeah, there we go. It's my favorite MCU movie. Avengers Infinity War, best MCU movie. Yeah, man, that was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
107 minutes of
Fuck, dude. That's like,
talking.
yeah. So, let us know what you guys thought about our lists down below. Our lists aren't correct. It's just what we think is, good. You might not even like MCU movies.
Yeah.
Who knows?